Welcome to Stonk Insights, stock, crypto, analysis, discovery. Let's go. Today's video, we're going to be revealing the giveaway winners. So we're going to be spinning the wheel live here on this video so you can actually see who won the giveaway. We had an amazing turnout, and I want to thank everyone for showing out for this giveaway. A bunch of people trying to win that 50 spear between two lucky people. So 100 spear total is going to be given away. So I do want to kind of talk about that a little bit. We're going to run the wheel. Two winners are going to be selected. I'm going to contact those winners. You just got to forward me your wallet address. Then what I'm going to do in turn is I'm going to forward those wallet addresses to JP Morgan and also the devs for Cronosphere. They are on UK time, so you may not receive your spear right away. But I talked to JP Morgan and he assures me that once I afford them the two winners, that they're going to be sent their Cronosphere within a timely manner per the UK time standard. So before we do the giveaway and I spin the wheel, I do want to go and take a closer look at Cronosphere real quick. Now, these are the vaults I talked about in my last video, but they weren't live yet at the time when I made the video. They actually came live that same day, but I had missed it by maybe a couple hours or whatnot. But one thing I do want to highlight here is this statement up here, okay? An important statement. Metamask is the only approved wallet provider with Cronosphere vaults at this time. The Crypto.com wallet, DeFi wallet, is under development and will be added soon. Check in with Telegram for more information, yada, yada, yada. So basically, if you want to interact with these vaults, you have to have a MetaMask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link somewhere around here because I do have a video of how to add the Cronos chain network to MetaMask. Okay, so you can get that out of the way first. So once you do have that out of the way and you have Cronos chain on your MetaMask, depending on which one of these liquidity pairs you want to get into, I'm going to use the DAI USDC as an example. So first you want to do is you want to see the pair contract. Okay, so you're going to click on that. You're going to get the contract address up here and you're going to copy that. So what you're going to do with that contract address is you're going to add it to your Crypto.com DeFi wallet. And I'm going to be showing it here in my Crypto.com wallet. So down here, as you can see, hopefully on the screen, I have this Crono liquidity pair. Okay. So this is from Cronos Swap, which is an actual DEX. Okay. I added that to my Crypto.com DeFi wallet. Okay, I don't have any funds in it, but as you can see, you know, the actual liquidity pair is here. So let's say that I did have this DAI USDC liquidity pair. What would I do from here? First, I would have to go to my MetaMask and get that address, okay, where I want to send it to, my Cronos chain MetaMask address. Then I'm going to go to send. Then it's going to ask me, you know, how do I want to send this? Well, you can only choose CRC20, but if you see ERC20 or anything else, this is where you can get wrecked at. You want to ensure that you are sending it to a Cronos chain acceptable address. Okay. So this is showing that I want to send my Chrono liquidity pair, and then it's going to have a 2 down here. You will click on that 2, and then you will put in whatever the MetaMask Cronos address is. Again, I don't have any funds here. So once I do that, I will click send, and then it will take some time to show up in my MetaMask Cronos address. Then just as a measure, as a last resort, what you want to do is once you have, this is my airdrop MetaMask here, but you want to also add that same contract pair, the DAI USDC liquidity pair, to your MetaMask, so that it actually shows up and you don't freak out and think that you lost it. Okay. So once you do that, it will show up and you will be able to see that you sent your liquidity pair from the Crypto.com DeFi wallet to MetaMask. So I just want to quickly show that. I didn't, have any funds here to actually show you it live, but it is kind of simple. Okay. You've seen where I showed you in the wallet where you would have to click send. And then for the address, you would use this address right here. And I'm hovering over. Okay. So just copy the clipboard. You would do it from your actual phone, because I'm doing, I'm showing you the Crypto.com from my phone, but I'm on the desktop here. It's the same thing. It's the same address that you would use. So hopefully anyone that was confused about that, has a better understanding of what you got to do. Basically, you would do exactly what I said. You would see the contract, you would copy that address, you would add it both to your crypto.com DeFi wallet and your Metamask wallet. Then you would go to send in your crypto.com wallet. And if you have your Metamask address saved, you would paste it in the tubes portion, hit send, and after some time, it'll show up in your Metamask. Okay, we are here. This is giveaway time. So, okay, this is cool. I didn't see this at the top. The world stands with Ukraine. I'm not going to have too much to say about that, but war sucks. And hopefully, the world doesn't go into any full-blown war. So with that out of the way, you can see here, we had a huge turnout, 38 entries that did it correctly. Okay. So I want to thank all 31 of you for joining this giveaway, and we're going to get right into it. Let's click spin. First winner to show here shortly. Who could it be? Your Mom's a Lizard. Your Mom's a Lizard is the first winner of the Cronosphere giveaway. So you will win 50 Sphere. Congratulations. So let's click it one more time. And then we're going to see who is going to be the second winner of 50 Sphere. Who could it be? Oh, falls in with all these letters. You are the second winner of the Cronosphere giveaway. So these are the two winners here. At Your Mom's a Lizard and at Fallsin 255-62072. I will be contacting you directly once I put this video up, and some people will watch it. But you two are the winners of 50 Sphere each. Congratulations. We still have 36 people on this board that didn't win anything. What I want to say for you guys is, unfortunately you didn't win, but this is my first giveaway on the channel, and it definitely won't be my last giveaway on this channel. So I would strongly encourage you to definitely hit the notification. When I mentioned this giveaway, the first place I mentioned it was on my YouTube video, the last YouTube video I made. So it does behoove you, to stay within my YouTube ecosystem so you can get early access to when I do these giveaways. Also follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I know all you have, but keep following me, hit that bell notification so you can get up on these giveaways once they come out. So congratulations to the two lucky winners. For all the rest of you, stay tuned because there'll be more giveaways in the future. Okay, so I do want to go to Ducky. We're just doing, this is kind of like an update video. I got that giveaway stuff out at the beginning. But Ducky did post this yesterday. So this is just going to be a general overview of a couple updates from Cronosphere we just hit. Ducky is going to be real quick. Then we're going to also look at the MMDAO. It has to have a name change, so it's not called the MMDAO anymore. But we're here with Ducky. 4 unique, one-of-a-kind, purebred, full set Gen 0 NFTs. So they are really, really close to releasing their NFT sets. They're just giving you an idea of what their Gen Z ultra rare NFTs are looking like, just an idea. And, in my opinion, this looks cool. They blocked out the face. They just built some hype regarding their NFTs. The last video I posted, they stated that they were 88% done with this. So it looks like they're even closer to being done. So I'm very excited to be tracking this and to be showing you guys once this comes out. As you look at all these tags here, one of the tags is GameFi. So they did mention that they're going to be incorporating some type of gamification within their NFTs. So I'm very excited to see what comes of that. So that was very quick with Ducky. So now we're here with MMF Finance, and they're talking about their MMDAO, which has been effectively changed to the METF. So no longer is it the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Now it is the METF, which, ETF is a stock term, but we're going to go through a basic overview of their Medium article regarding this. We're not going to get too in depth in it, but I strongly encourage you to go ahead and look at it for yourself to see why did they go through this name change. One thing I do want to mention here while we're here on the page, we see this date here of March 9th. So that is the tentative date that this METF is supposed to be released. So I'm going to be tracking it hardcore. If you're interested, now you have the date of when they're going to be releasing this. So this is the Medium article here, okay? So why or what is the Mad Meerkat ETF? So they state here, they borrow some concepts from Olympus DAO, but they're stating that they are different from any of these DAOs or any of these forks, and their token is being changed. It was an MMD, which I mentioned in my last MMDAO video, but now they're changing it to METF. So is METF an own fork? They're stating that no, it is not a fork. They're taking concepts from the Olympus DAO, such as the protocol own liquidity, but in their statement that it stops right there. No, just taking that protocol own liquidity. They're stating that's the only aspect that they're taking from Olympus or any of these Olympus forks. There's not going to be any crazy high APRs. There's not going to be an extremely discounted bond, as we mentioned in our last video. And they also mentioned here that, with the normal forks, they try to have their token get as close to the dollar as possible. But with the METF, they're not adopting that, since the METF is going to be closely associated with the MMF token. That's going to allow for a rising price floor mechanism so that it doesn't get stuck at $1. It can actually rise above $1 and go beyond that. And they state that this is going to be achieved over time due to their ability to back this METF token against the MM token from various strategies that we outlined in the last video. And the reason for it being an ETF as opposed to a DAO, they're stating, is because it is tracking more or less the MM token. So if you know anything about ETFs, like the S&P 500, they're a conglomerate of the 500 biggest companies in the United States, and they track it. And based on that tracking, that gives you the price of the ETF. That's what they're doing here with the Mad Meerkat ETF. They're tracking the price of the MMF token, and it's going to fluctuate based on that. So I don't really got to go through this, but is a METF token going to dump like most of the own forks? And they say no, but I encourage you to read this to see why they, say that it's not going to dump like the Hector DAO or any of these other DAOs that try to copy the Olympus but fail ultimately. So another thing that the team is looking to perform differently that it wasn't mentioned in my previous video, the team is considering applying a max supply for this METF token, which I believe is good. It's going to make it deflationary. And they're stating that, for this whole ecosystem to work, they don't have to keep on printing out this METF token and create an inflationary environment. Now, just so far, it doesn't look like they had a direct number on how many tokens they're going to be. But, they are saying that it's going to be a limited supply. So it's not going to be inflationary to the point where the token supply is infinite. And, like I said, I encourage you to read this. But in conclusion, they say that, they want you to kind of set aside the negative thoughts regarding DAOs, because that's not what they're bringing. OK, they're bringing something totally different. And unfortunately, with the negative connotation of DAOs being rug pulls, with all these DAOs that popped up after the initial success of Olympus DAO, they feel that it's time to turn around and show that a DAO or an ETF can actually be beneficial to an ecosystem such as the Cronos chain. Okay, and this is an important portion. So this is the Launchpad format. So, the Launchpad is going to be raised in pure MMF tokens. So you want to load up if you want to take a part of this. Not financial advice. Sales details. The METF sale will take place at Finance and will last 24 hours, and you will need MMF to participate. So they're giving you the sales page. So I encourage you to go take a look at that. If you want to look at the Launchpad sales page, it starts March 9th, 4 a.m. UTC. It's going to end 24 hours later, March 10th at 4 a.m. UTC. The token price, 15 MMF per METF. So that's something to take into consideration. You're going to need 15 MMF tokens for one METF token. For sale, they have a limited supply of 50,000 METF tokens. The total MMF to raise is going to be 750,000 MMFs. Again, the duration is going to be 24 hours, and the method is going to be an overflow method. And basically what that means is that anything that's excessive outside of the funds is going to be refunded back to the users. So you won't lose out. If you put in 1,000 MMF tokens and only 500 of them are utilized, you will get the other 500 back. They're just not going to be lost. All right, and then it's just showing the stages. Okay, so before the sale actually happens, you want to buy MMF tokens. During the sale, you want to commit your MMF tokens to get the METF tokens. And then after the sale, you will be able to claim your METF tokens. And again, this is a good measured faith. If you were oversubscribed, if there was an overflow, you will get your MMF tokens refunded back to you. And that is the video for you guys. So what do you guys think? You know, are you in Cronosphere? Have you interacted with the vaults? Hopefully I helped you out with how to send your liquidity pair tokens from the crypto.com wallet to your Metamask wallet so that you can interact with the Cronosphere vaults. What do you think about the update with DuckyDefi? I'm so excited for these NFTs to come out. I like the originality that they're bringing. Now that they're showing that they have some rarity aspects to these NFTs, it's just making me more and more excited. And finally, what do you think about MMF and now with their METF, which was the MMDAO that I had a video about? I think this is awesome. I think this is innovative that they did think about separating themselves from being a DAO, because it does have a negative connotation in some spaces. And I think that, you know, them calling themselves an ETF, you know, this may bring on a new wave. You know, this may be the new DAO, you know, and MMF may be the first to do it. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. But whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here, subscribe, as I do talk about stock a little bit. I talk about crypto all the time, mining, DeFi, all that sorts of things. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you like this video. I can't tell you one thing about that YouTube algorithm, but I can tell you if you hit that like button, you will be helping out your boy. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.